Okay, so this is a weird thought, but like, follow along with me, okay? OBS doesn't get enough money, in my opinion. Yeah, okay. I want to like talk and like have a little discussion about how I think OBS doesn't have enough money and or slash doesn't make enough money. Context first. So what got me started on this like thought process topic is some of the developers of OBS recently-ish, stated on Twitter that they're going to be working on the OBS UI soon and asked what people want. My thought from that, like seeing that tweet, was like, oh, you know, UI design is like incredibly fucking difficult, so I hope they get paid well. Which made me pause. How the fuck do OBS team members get paid? Like how does OBS make money? So of course I started on like this little rabbit hole of research. Okay, so OBS is like a free forever open source software. This means that we never have to pay for it and people can look at its code, make cool things of it with it for free as well. It launched back in 2012, but it didn't start proper crowdfunding until like February of 2019. Since then, in the last 5 years, through Patreon, a site called Open Collective, and of course PayPal donations, OBS has made something akin to like $700,000, which like for one person in 5 years could be seen as like a lot of money. I would say it would be a lot of money. But that money isn't just going to one person. It is going to a team now. And like, okay, I got my number. I got the answer I was like sort of looking for. And it's where I should have stopped my research. You know, OBS makes pennies for an indie team of developers, which is par for the course of an indie creation. Yeah, that's a lot of money. For 5 years, that's pretty cool. That's pretty incredible, actually. But then I remembered slobs. And I specifically remembered that Logitech had bought slobs for an absurd amount of money. Slobs. Streamlabs OBS, which was explained to me once a time as a fork, which is just an outdated version of OBS with a bot attached to it, was bought by Logitech in 2019 for about $89 million. I said million. In cash. Cash, quote unquote. With a possible 29 million in stock. Also part of the deal, but that was like based on income performance. That 29 million in stock is about 35 million now. Like that's how much it would be worth if my math is correct. Figuring that shit out was hard. I'm not showing the math. You do your own research. I'll leave all the links. So my numbers for like OBS and my numbers for that might not be correct, but like, you know, they don't super have to be. I did use the numbers that are available on OBS's Open Collective page, and the numbers for Patreon were grabbed from a site called Graphtreon, which I can't guarantee how like accurate those numbers are, but that's where I got the numbers from. Truthfully, again, I don't need those exact numbers for this research, so I super don't care. The end result is just that OBS has made, publicly at least, less than $1 million in 5 years. The program that every streamer I know uses has made less than $1 million. Actually, what the fuck? This is the program. I can't state that enough. If you said, here's $1,000. Name me a program that's not OBS that you can live stream with. My answer would be, you have to keep your fucking money. I'm not getting that cash. I use OBS. Every other streamer I know uses OBS. Every YouTuber I know uses OBS. So everyone uses this program, and as far as I can tell, they haven't made even $1 million in profit. But something that was an outdated version of it, with just like a bot attached to it, sold for 89 million. A deal that was done just a few months, yes, months, after Logitech gave a donation to OBS. Let me go back over that because that needs a bit more time, honestly. OBS launched its crowdfunding in February of 2019. Come May 2019, Logitech gives a one-time donation. Come September 2019, Logitech is closing the deal on buying Streamlabs, and this fact just boils me alive. OBS has no problems or quarrels with Streamlabs or Logitech as far as I can tell. They've worked something out, and now Streamlabs OBS is now just Streamlabs and not Slobs, which was like an important component of that. But the corpo-ness of the corporation really does just annoy the absolute piss out of me. We as indie creators have to support that which supports us. We have to support our communities because these corporations absolutely will not, because they do not give a fuck about us. But the only way to combat that is to continue supporting independent creators and communities. But we also have to support that which supports us. Without OBS, none of us have this career or this hobby in streaming or in YouTube. We just wouldn't. So to make sure we continue to have it, we have to support it. That means opening up your wallet when and where you can. Spare the dollar. I know. The wallet has a moth flying out of it when you open it up. Trust me, living paycheck to paycheck is actually my current financial goal. I don't want to discuss it too much, okay? My money, my bank account, it's looking a little... But as always, you know, if you can support something, support it. And if you can't, just be aware and think about what I've said. You can also, like, try to save a couple of dollars here and there and hand it out when you can. Every creator has talked about it before. If everyone who knows me gave me $1, I'd be doing way better than what I am. The same is said about OBS. I'm personally trying to save money to donate because in September, I want to do this sort of like donation information drive where I talk about other ways we can support our community and also donate to some of goods and services I talk about over the course of this like month-long to months-long series. OBS is just one of those things on the list, and honestly, it's now the driving force because learning Logitech spent millions, damn near $100 million for something that, you know, was explained to me once as an outdated fork of OBS with a bot attached to it, and OBS hasn't even made $1 million, doesn't even make $1 million a year, drives me up the fucking wall.